I mean,
Takes time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Takes time.
Yeah,
There's
we'll stop
glare.
the clock first.
We've had as much
Everything
glare
else.
at our other places. So.
As long as the clock's right, then we'll.
Yeah, I didn't know.
No, you got to.
I was waiting for the signal.
Reflection.
No signal, so
we're fine. They can see.
No, actually.
maybe just something would be fine.
I can
You get a lot
yeah,
more
I will
reflection.
start
Yeah.
stop.
Once I do it a little bit more.
What, do you want to try and get any closer to the glass?
Out of bounds.
Like this?
First downs. The first downs, you don't want to stop it on the first down, and then once you get the clock stopped, you'll run.
Official gives them a signal, they're gonna put 3 minutes on the clock to run it down.
Okay.
Doesn't make any difference.
When they
Yeah,
get,
it
when they
does.
get the signal, they're going to
Actually,
give
you
3
get
minutes.
when it's up like that, then you have me more in the screen.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you realize it, then
So yeah, we'll explain that. They got to see the clock here.
I'll start it.
That's the downside of being in
I got
stress.
that one
Yeah.
right.
So we got 3 minutes till we resume play here, and at halftime, the Warriors lead 6-0 over the Lake Lehman Black Knights.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Warriors
I have
deferred.
$150 up here for the winner of the 50-50 raffle, but no one's come to claim it yet.
Questionable. Do I stop it or?
No.
The
not
winning
until they
ticket
tell-
number
they'll tell you
again
to
is
stop it.
107
Tell me anything.
Yeah. He should tell you to
046.
stop it.
107 046.
Warriors deferred in the first half, so they will receive the ball in the second half.
Hello?
They lead
Yeah,
6-0
I got two
on the
guys
strength of
working
a
out. Helping right
35-yard
now, yeah.
pass play from Dominic DeLuca to
Yep.
Brian Williams.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
we don't have stats here, but I think Lake Lehman probably had the time of possession advantage in the first half with that running game.
They probably do.
Probably had
The second half will be a lot easier.
15, 16 minutes time of possession or
Language figured
more.
out a little bit.
Yeah, hopefully. Was that Moe?
Yeah, it's coming up.
Shook. Well, it was Klopp, but
Yeah, that's all right.
Shook,
Do what we can.
Shook asked Klopp to call and make
Black
sure
Knights using a lot of misdirection, a lot of fakes, using their skilled position guys, and some nice sets. And we see why they're scoring 38 points average per game over the first 5 games. What are you looking for?
Where's Wyoming Area? Oh.
So, who received the ball in the first half?
Wyoming area deferred, so they'll get the ball in the second half. They kicked off. They deferred. So we'll see what kind of adjustments both teams make here. I said Lake Lehman was using their big fullback, Matt Kurtz, for some nice yardage. Ryan Eden had some nice carries too in the first half. When Ethan Adams had to pass, he didn't always have a lot of time. And that's been a hallmark of the Warrior defense so far this year, especially Cameron Carr has been in the backfield. But we've had Jacob Mikolajczyk had a forced pass in the first half. Derek Ambrosino's been in there.
The Knights
Corey
will kick off
Maroc.
to start the second half.
So the Warriors will send 3 deep here.
3 deep, number 5, Williamson for the
Williamson,
Warriors.
Harris,
DeMarco,
and Brian Williams
and
in the
number
middle.
22, Leonardo Harris.
And we know we've got some glare here. We've got the lights on in the press box so the guys could do their job on the score clock.
Yep.
So we'll try and stay out of view as much as possible.
Justin Timonti to kick off for the Knights.
So here's the kick, and it's down the middle, and it's going to be
Swing kick
taken by
down the middle.
Harris at his own 10, and he's crawling up over the left
Harris
side,
up the left
looking
side to the
to get some
outside.
room, and he does have some room down the left sideline. He's still following blockers up too close to midfield.
48-yard line. The Warriors
Oh,
will take
mark
over
that about
first
at the
and 10
48-yard line, so
48-yard
about a
line.
38-yard return for Leo Harris there as he took the ball from his spot on the far right, followed Brian Williams and Zaquay Williamson, who were setbacks with him, and brought the ball up to midfield.
I got my phone.
All right, thank you, appreciate that.
I don't want to mess your video.
No, you're good. You guys got to do what you got to do. Thank you. So the Warriors start the ball in excellent field position.
Hold on 1 second.
For
Marco comes out in shotgun formation.
dead at
Warriors.
midfield. DeLuca takes the snap, and he is looking over on the right side to Brian Williams. He's got to catch it in a little bit of a run,
Complete pass to
and
number
he's
6,
down a 45-yard
Brian
line. So
Williams. looks to be about a
Out in the right flat.
6-yard gain.
I'll mark it at the about the 45-yard line. Maybe 2nd and 5.
About a 6-yard gain, so it'll be 2nd down and 4.
Okay, I guess they're.
At 44-yard line, so yeah, 2nd and 4.
What yard line is the ball?
Oh, sorry.
44.
2nd and 4 for the Warriors. They've got I formation.
Congratulations.
And here is the give to Maruck over center, and he's not much there before he's tripped up.
DeLuca hands out
Elmer
to Maruck
Soder,
in the
number
middle.
54.
Stuffed in the middle by number 54.
It's going to bring up a
Elmer
3rd and
Soder.
5.
Ball on a 45.
Ball on the
For a
45.
loss of 1 on the play. We'll bring up 3rd down and 5 from the
Just underway here in the
45
second half.
yard line.
Warriors lead 6-0. And there's 11:18 left. Brian Williams was split to the right. Dimitri DePietro is split to the far side. I formation. DeLuca takes the snap. He's looking Williams' way. Pump and run. And a little bit.
DeLuca's pass incomplete.
So a stop and go pattern there for Williams.
Intended for number
Yeah, a
6
little fake.
Williams for the Warriors.
And then tried to hit him long
defended
in
by
stride at the 20-yard line. And just a little bit
Luke
long. And
Spencer.
so quickly
Good coverage out there on
brings
the
up
outside.
a 4th and 5.
Incomplete pass. It'll bring
For
up
the Warriors on their
4th
first
down.
possession of the second
7
half.
seconds.
11:07
Third quarter
left
just underway
in the
here.
3rd quarter, and they lead 6-0. So DeLuca will come on to punt.
Or started on the snap.
He'll set up at his
DeLuca back to punt.
43-yard line.
Casey Kaminsky back to receive it.
Kaminsky's back at his own 10. Here's the snap. DeLuca gets it away down the right sideline. It's going to hit and bounce at the
Slight
20,
hits out of bounds
and then
around
bounce
the
at
15-yard
the
line.
17-yard line. They'll mark it. 1st and 10 for the Black Knights at their own 17. 11:01 left in the 3rd quarter.
The Knights will take over on the 17-yard line.
I'm gonna start this on the snap.
Coming out of their own end zone. First
So
down
the Knights in the
10.
first half used their senior fullback, Matt Kurtz, 5'11", 245, quite a bit. And had some nice carries, had some nice yardage in the first half. Ryan Eden got some nice carries too, as did the junior, Zach Koyanovich. Koyanovich. Iden.
Someone told me when
Okay.
I went down there. It's
I think I said Iden the whole game, but maybe I didn't. I'm not sure.
I think you said you did.
Okay. So Adams back to pass, and he's looking deep, and it's intercepted
Intercepted
by Darren Rodney at the
Rodney.
Lake Lehman 39. He was looking for,
Lake Lehman 38-yard
I believe it was number 10, Tyler Bellotti.
Good.
What yard line?
38.
Ryan Iden. I was saying Eden the whole first half. I apologize for that. Ryan Iden.
Not right.
So Adams took a short couple-step drop, and he was looking for Bellotti. And Darren Rodney tracked the ball very well in the air and intercepted it at the, it'll be at the Lake Lehman 38, where they'll set up shop deep in Lake Lehman territory.
Looks like the Warriors call a timeout.
So the junior defensive back making a smart play on that Ethan Adams pass, and it might be the first turnover of the game. I don't remember any others. I don't think we had any
No fumbles.
fumbles, lost possession, or any other interceptions. So turnovers in a close game like this could prove large, especially if you turn the ball over inside your half of the field. So we'll see if the Warriors can capitalize on that early in the second half here.
Could expect some kind of special plays now. That's the.
I will see how they use their skilled personnel.
I'll do it.
Looks like Corey Maruck and Darren Rodney are going to be in an I formation. Leo Harris is going to be split to the left. First time we've seen Leo Harrison used that way as a split end. And Brian Williams, the leading receiver for the Warriors, the junior, is split to the near side here. So to look under center, he will send Harrison in motion, stop, and there's a fake pitch, and he's rolling to his left and was looking for Maruck. He was set upon pretty quickly.
defended
by Kurtz.
43 Danny Kutz.
And Elmer Souders had a nice game for the Black Knights tonight. So weren't fooled by that at all.
38-yard line.
And Warriors looking to get some big yardage on first down there. And comes up as an incomplete pass. So 2nd and 10
Starting the clock.
for the Warriors. Got Jake Bush here split to the right. Luka in the shotgun formation, and he is looking over the left side, looking to hit Darren Rodney quick. I think it was Rodney. Yeah, Darren Rodney was in that route. Brian Williams was in that route. So looking for
Incomplete. That's
something.
going to bring up a 3rd down and 10 from the 38.
He's looking for something quick, close to the sticks. Trying to pick up a first down through the air on 2nd down, and it's the 2nd incompletion of this drive so far. So going to the air first 2 times. Now he's got Williams and Rodney split to the far side. Maruck is back there with him, and he's looking for Maruck on a little swing pass, and he makes a nice move, and he's got the first down. Corey Maruck faked somebody out of his shoes after about a 5-yard gain, and then took the ball for an additional 6 or 7 yards and got the Warrior first down. They'll mark that ball at the 28-yard line of the Black Knights. 1st and 10 at the Lake Lehman, 28. 10:36 left in the 3rd quarter, and the Warriors lead 6-0. So Jake Bush now is split to the right side with Dimitri DiPietro. Looks like Brian Williams at the top of the screen. Luka takes the ball. He calls his own number, and he makes a nice fake, and he's got some room over the left side. He's headed towards the sticks and beyond, and he's got a first down. So called his own number as he has so often this year.
First down.
Looked for opening over the left side, and about an 11-yard run, and they'll mark that down
Ball down
just outside the 15-yard line. Call it the 16. 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
16.
So 2 plays, 2 first downs after 2 incompletions, and the Warriors are on the move with 10:15 left in the 3rd quarter.
Williams checks in.
Dylan Williams is the single setback with Dominic DeLuca there. DeLuca takes the snap, and he's going to try to go over Williams, but he'll split back over the left side, and he'll get 2 or 3 or 4 yards where there was nothing. Looked like it was designed to go over Williams, either over the center or over the right side, and there was penetration by the Black Knights. So DeLuca redirected his tracks and made a nice 5-yard gain out of it on first down. Might be inside the 10-yard line, just outside the 10-yard line. So 2nd and 5 for the Warriors. 9:49 left in the 3rd quarter, and they lead 6-0.
Oh no, the clock began.
So the one,
Out of bounds, and they didn't tell us.
the 1 3rd down pass to Maruck, like swing pass, looking to maybe to pick up half of what they needed, but it wound up going for the first down. Corey Maruck showing some nice footwork there. Got the first down, then the carry by DeLuca, and now another 5-yard carry. And
9:57.
9:57.
He never signaled that he was out of bounds.
Signaled it. No. I was watching too.
I know, so was I.
What yard line are you on?
10.
yeah, like I said there. So 2nd and 5 for the Warriors. Looks like Williams again is the single setback for DeLuca. He is looking deep for Williams, and he adjusts nicely on the ball. He's got a touchdown in the right corner of the end zone. 10-yard touchdown pass.
Williams, number 6 for Wyoming area.
Little 2-step drop, pump fake, threw it in the corner of the end zone where only Brian Williams could make the play, and he adjusted nicely. It looked like he was covered pretty well, but DeLuca just put it in a tight spot, and Brian Williams was able to come down with it in the corner of the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that's a 12-0 Warrior lead now with 9:47 left in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, you didn't call that out of
No,
bounds.
because I thought
So looking for Williams quite a bit tonight, and that was just the right route and the right play at the right time, and
He did not call.
kept his feet in bouncing.
But you know what? The side judge
Put the
came
6
over
on the
top
board for the
of us,
Warriors. So
and he
they'll
did say, because they didn't.
go for 2 here with that full house backfield. And DeLuca calls his own number. He's looking around the right side, and he's going to be brought down short there of the 2-point conversion. And they'll credit that tackle to number 4, Casey Kaminsky, who stayed with DeLuca down the line caught him high and wrestled him to the ground short of the
That'll bring us
two-point
to
conversion. So a
9:47
nice play by
quarter left to go.
Casey Kaminsky, the junior, 6 foot, 185.
Wyoming area.
And the Warriors lead 12-0. So, like I said, turnovers are big in a game like this, especially when there's so few of them. And the Warriors were able to capitalize on that turnover, that interception. Yeah, they had a 3rd and long after first 2 incompletions, and Corey Maruck just on a little swing pass, on personal initiative alone, made another 5 or 6 yards, got the first down, and that led to another first down run by Dominic DeLuca, and then culminated in the 10-yard touchdown pass in the left corner of the end zone to the junior Brian Williams. The Warriors lead 12-0, 9:47 left in the 3rd quarter here. So we'll see how Lehman responds. There's no need to get away from the initial game plan, which they've been moving the ball nicely with Kurtz as a single setback with
And number 36, Frank Braccini, set to kick off.
carries
Wyoming
by
area.
Koyanovich and Iden. Here's the kick by Braccini, and it comes down at the 20, and he hit his knee as he received the ball. They'll call Luke Spencer down at the 20. I guess he had a knee on the ground as
Touched his knee to the ground there.
the 21.
So the Knights will take over at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10.
So it is Iden, correct?
Iden.
Iden, okay.
And Brasini. It's
Braccini. Well, I know that. Braccini. Well, he goes by either. FJ. Braccini. So spot the ball at the 20 for the Black Knights. 9:44 left in the 3rd quarter. Kaminsky split to the left here.
Goes to Kurtz now.
And it's hard to see who
And
came out of
Iden.
that. Rich Iden on the left side.
Tackled by Braccini and Ruck. For a nice pickup on 1st
The
down.
sophomore Ryan Iden, 28, has
4
about
yards,
3 or 4
2nd down and
yards.
6.
Up to the 24-yard line, they'll mark it.
2nd and 7.
Hard to see, a lot of misdirection behind that big Lake Lehman line, and you're just looking to see who comes up with the ball as they send people in motion and fake handoffs.
7. 2nd 7.
Adams takes the snap, and the give is over the right side to
Give to Koyanovich on the right
Koyanovich.
side.
And he's not going to get much there before he's stacked up by, looks like
Taken down by number 7.
Matt Wykowski,
To Petro.
Cameron Carr. And they'll be at the 25, so they'll mark that.
Looks
That's
to be about a 1-yard gain on that play.
They
so
need to
that'll
get
bring up
to
3rd down and 6.
about the 31, 3rd and 6 for the Black Knights. 8:37 left in the 3rd quarter. Adams has the play now, and he will check in for the Black Knights. Kaminsky and Iden will take spots over here on the left side. Adams takes a snap. He is rolling to his left, and he is looking for one of them. Gets the pass off, but it's going to be intercepted by Dominic DeLuca at the 45-yard line. He's got some room down the right sideline. Now he cuts back to midfield, and he's hit from behind.
Knocks the
And
ball
there's a
out.
fumble.
It's a Lehman ball.
And it will be a turnover after the interception.
Nice hit by Kaminsky on the return, covered by Koyanovich.
You have no idea.
It'll be Lake Lehman ball at the 38. So after the interception at the 45-yard line, Dominic DeLuca was looking for room, cut it back to the middle. Casey Kaminsky for Lake Lehman was trailing the play, and like Craig said, he hit Dominic from the blind side, fumble, and big turnover here for turnover after a turnover for the Black Knights. Adams sends Eden in motion, and the give is to Kurtz over the right side, and he is hit by Corey Maruck, Matt Wykowski, and he's still going.
Hit initially by
But
Maruck.
Corey Maruck stood him up pretty well on the line and bounced off him, and then Matt Wykowski came in to two very strong tacklers
Tackle.
to wrap that up for very little gain
Combined
there.
tackle brings up a 2nd down and 9.
at the 44, at their own
39-yard line.
at their own 39-yard line. So 2nd and 9 for the Knights. Kurt says the single setback. Adam sends Eden in motion, and the give is around the right side to Kojanovich. And there's another fumble.
Stop clock.
And recovered by Dante Bavani, I believe. Yeah, Dante Bavani, number 50, came up with it. Kojanovich on that misdirection play lost the handle on it, and it was number 50, Dante Bavani, that came up with the big
Dante Bavani
came up with the
recovery.
big recovery for the Warriors. 35-yard line. So no turnovers in the first half, and now we're seeing a slew of them as we enter the second half here. 7 minutes left in the third quarter.
When something goes wrong, they named it, and he designed everything. Well, if his name's on it, he should pay for these broken windows then.
So DeLuca's got, looks like Dylan Williams and Darren Rodney back there with him. He'll take the snap. He is looking to pass, takes 3 steps back. He's looking for Brian Williams again down the left side. And there's a penalty. And pass is called incomplete.
Got a flag down.
I don't know if they're going to call pass interference on that play. So sent Williams on a fly pattern down the left sideline.
He fought so bad.
Just this
This
one.
thing.
They didn't want to do anything.
No?
Looks like the Lake Lehman defender may have impeded
The steps should be in the back. There's a lot of things.
Williams' progress as he tried to run his route, and it will be pass interference against the Black Knights.
The first down.
Yep, you're right. Good pickup there. Didn't pick it. Didn't turn his head around to pick up the action.
No, it's
Yeah.
only a 15-yard.
He was running stride for stride with him, but like Craig said, he didn't pick his head up. Turn his head around. So the Warriors will be at the 20-yard line now, 1st and 10. Williams split to the left, and DePietro split to the near side here. Dylan Williams is the fullback, and Dominic DeLuca will roll to his left, and he's being pursued. Now he turns back right. Now he's going to try and get as much room out of it as he can.
Number 57, TJ Meehan on the tackle.
And there's not much gain there, but looks like number 15
About a 3
for Lake Lehman, Jared Cummings, was in there pretty quickly. And it's been a couple times tonight. He's been under pressure and not able to set up and do what he wanted. Looks like they're having more success as he takes those short drops rather than roll out. So we'll see if they maybe stick with those as the game progresses. You know what? Lake Lehman's got a lot of nice little pass rushing athletes, and they've been getting some penetration on occasion. Darren Rodney is split to the right here with Dimitri DePietro, and DeLuca is looking for DePietro, and a shovel pass to Leo Harris, and he takes it at the 16 and gets down to the 10-yard line. So DePietro, the old hook and ladder, and DePietro got the pass, immediately pitched it to the freshman Harris, and that's a nice, nicely designed first down play.
First and 10 from
We'll mark it at the,
yard line.
yeah, we'll mark it right at the 10-yard line. First and goal for the Warriors. Now the marker, is that right on with the goal line? Looks like they could get maybe a first down just inside the 1. So the ball's marked just outside the 10.
Referee wants to get out of here.
First and 10. DeLuca checks back in with the play. So you said a little trickery, pulling something else out of the bag there, and that's what they did on that play. DeLuca under center. He takes the ball, and he's rolling to his right now, and he's being pursued, breaks back to his left, and now he's going to get as much yardage over the left as he can. No, hits back.
Runs, throws to a receiver, number 7.
Stopped short of the line of scrimmage, and he was looking for Brian Williams, who broke back. So obviously that's not the design, but that's just two guys that know each other very well. And when the play broke down, Dominic scrambled to his left, and Brian Williams tracked with him, and he almost came down with another touchdown pass there, which would have been his 3rd reception of the game. So was not as designed, but the Warriors almost made something out of it. Yeah, a little jailbreak play. 2nd and 10. Williams and Rodney are in the I formation. DePietro and Williams split to the top of the screen. Ambrosino goes in motion and takes a spot on the left side of the line. And the pitch is to Darren Rodney, and he's going to follow Dylan Williams, and he cuts inside, and he's got yardage inside the 5 on a toss left, using his eyes and his legs to make the most of what was there. as he will, excuse me, he get inside the 5.
Looks like it's 3rd down and
I'll be there too.
He's at the 5, yeah.
Not me.
On a 5-yard line?
they
Yeah,
dropped the stick, so it's 3rd and goal now, right?
yeah, right. 3rd and goal from the 5. Yeah, initially it looked like they were setting up
They
right
had
outside the
sticks
line
up.
marker, yeah.
I thought they had like 1
Yeah,
yard
no,
to
you're right. Yeah.
play with there.
So 3rd and goal now, DeLuca in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He is looking for a receiver to his right. Now he's going to roll to his right, and he looks like he has somebody in the end zone. And in and out of his hands, Dimitri DePietro.
Number 7, DePietro,
I grew up in Williams.
had it for a moment.
So he's looking to hit somebody off in the flat immediately. When that didn't open up, he rolled to his right. Dimitri DePietro found a spot in the back of the end zone and was open, but it was in and out of his hands. It'll be 4th and goal now. And they're going to bring on Aaliyah Cranston. They're going to bring on Aaliyah Cranston here to attempt a 22-yard field goal. And she's been very accurate from extra point range this year. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is down, and the kick is, it's good. It's a 22-yard field goal by the senior, Aaliyah Cranston, number 39.
By number 39.
So that snap got back there nice. Dominic DeLuca put the
Graduated in 94.
placement down, and Aaliyah Cranston, and I believe has her first field goal this season, 22-yarder to put the Warriors up 15-0 with 4:30 left in the 3rd quarter.
4 minutes and 30 seconds.
So those are huge 3 points because obviously now, if the Knights score on at least one of the possessions, they would have to go for 2 points to even tie the game. So that's a big 3 points at this juncture of the game, no doubt about it. Warriors lead 15-0. 4:30 left in the 3rd quarter. So what preceded that was an interception, right? The fumble on the interception, and then a fumble that return possession to the Warriors at the Lake Lehman 35-yard line. And the second time this game that the Warriors have capitalized on a turnover inside the opponent's 40-yard line. And those are the kind of things you have to do when you're an undefeated team and you want to stay undefeated. And they've done it twice tonight. So FJ Bacchini gets the signal from the referee, and here's the kick to 40, and he kicks it right down the middle. It's mishandled by one of the up men before he does pick it up and bring it back up the middle. That's number 33 for Lake Lehman. That is Nick Zaboski, the sophomore, and he gets it up to about a 35-yard line. Excuse me.
I just got a message from the concession stand that the pizza has arrived. So if you've been waiting all night for pizza, it is here.
So they actually marked that ball just inside the 35. We'll call it the 35. 1st and 10 for the Black Knights now with 4:24 left in the 3rd quarter. Each possession for them will take on 22-yard field goal. Each possession for them will take on a little bit more urgency now as they need points.
1st down and 10.
They've been moving the ball at times, but like I said, primarily between the 20s. So Adams, he takes a couple step drop and he was looking for
Caught by Koyanovich.
Koyanovich was tipped, but Koyanovich did come down with it, and he might have gained a yard or
Ball's tipped
two
at the
there.
line. Nice catch and adjustment there by Koyanovich for about a 3-yard pickup. We'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
36-yard line, 2nd and 7 for the Black Knights. As Josh Durling checks in for the Black Knights. Adams has the play, no check in. 2nd and 7, the clock running, 3:52 now left in the 3rd quarter. And the Warriors lead the Black Knights 15-0. So he'll send Eden over to the left here with Kaminsky. And here's a toss left to Koyanovich, and he's got a few yards.
Outside, he gets the corner.
And to the 40-yard
Nice
line,
pickup there.
about 4 or 5 yards. Going to give the Black Knights a manageable 3rd and 4. Koyanovich, I got to get it
3rd
down.
down and
Koyanovich
3 yards to go
before the game's
for the
over.
Knights.
So 3rd and 3 for the Black Knights. Ethan Adams has the play.
41.
And obviously they need to maintain possession here. Koyanovich and Kaminsky over on the right side, and the give is to Koyanovich. He's short of the 1st down there at the 48-yard line. Bring up a 4th and 1, so it'll be an interesting dilemma. Koyanovich is going to come off with a
4th down
little limp.
and about 1.5 yards.
So interesting dilemma now for the Black Knights, especially after we see one of their skilled people just kind of limp off there, which probably limits the plays or sets that they can run. But they need to maintain possession here. I don't think you want to be punting down 15 with under 3 minutes left in the third quarter, a yard away or half a yard away.
They're going for it.
So it looks like they have their big back, and we'd be expecting him to get the carry, or the quarterback to call his own number, which he does, and he squirts through for a couple. I think he's going to get the first down.
First down on the play.
That's they'll give him the first down. JP Gash, I had him, FJ Buccini. So he's done that a couple times this game where he's needed a yard or two, and he's followed his big center over and gotten the first down. So that's a critical play for the Black Knights as they maintain possession here with 2:06 left in the third quarter. And they trail 15-0 to the Wyoming area Warriors. Kaminsky's going to be split to the left here. Looks like Kurtz is still that single setback here, and Warriors are moving in motion as they send
Kurtz with a drive up the middle.
Kurtz gets the carry. Looks like they had sent Ryan Eden in motion. Bring up a 2nd and 9 for the Black Knights as he hard line there. So a lot of Black Knights plays are run off that misdirection, send somebody in motion, fake the ball or give it to them. Kurtz in the backfield now. Takes the toss. He looks for Koyanovich. He's looking to pass, and he's set upon quickly by FJ Buccini, JP Gashai, Derek Ambrosino, and Cameron Carr. Adam, and they'll make a tackle for a loss back to the 38-yard line. Bring up a 3rd and long. So
because I said there was some action in the
looked like
defensive backfield.
looked like Koyanovich was looking to pass there. No doubt about it. So that's going to bring. They have to get to the 45-yard line for a first down.
What's it? 3rd and about
3rd and 12. 3rd and 17. 3rd and long 17.
3rd down and 17 from the 38-yard line.
They've got to get to the 45 for the first down. Adam says 2 receivers split to the left. He will roll to the left. He's looking for one of them. Cameron Carr, he floats it in the air, and DeLuca again will intercept it at the 40.
Intercepted by DeLuca.
Well, he'll run out a bounce there. He was looking for Ryan Eden, trying to float it to him along the left sideline, but Dominic DeLuca,
Whatever, it was funny.
and So the Warriors will have possession at their own 40-yard line. They lead 40-0, and there's 16 seconds left in this third quarter. So for as many turnovers as there were in the third quarter, kind of a fast-moving third quarter. Kept both teams,
We didn't really run the ball.
Yeah. Dimitri DePietro is split to the left. Brian Williams. And there's the give to Corey Marocca, and he scoots over center. Bryce Hinkle,
Up the middle.
he's got maybe a yard.
Tackled by number 45, Matt Kurtz.
Brian Adams, my 80s mind kicked in there, right? So,
Bring up, looks like about a 2-yard gain there.
to the,
Brings up 2nd down and 8.
at their own 42, 2nd and 8, and that is the end of the third quarter. As the Warriors lead 15-0 over the Black Knights. 5-0 Wyoming area coming into Lake Lehman, and thus far holding the Black Knights, who are averaging 38 points a game, to no points so far through here. So far here through 3 quarters. As you can tell, we're guests here in the press box tonight. We've been treated very well. We appreciate it. Appreciate the courtesy that Jerry Shook, athletic director, gave us, and we're just trying to be as non-obtrusive as possible and still give you the game. But
I only needed the look. My brothers needed the beat.
the skilled athletes for Wyoming area have connected when they had to, and looks like Dominic DeLuca and Brian Williams have a nice connection tonight. Was a nice play on that last series that led to the field goal, which was the old hook and ladder from Dimitri DePietro to Leo Harris, and that went for a first down.
That's it.
So not as much from the running game tonight from the Warriors. More in the air. Yeah.
Busting my chops about everything I say up here. I can't pronounce the name right.
That's all right. We got kids that played for us forever, like the Decessorus.
Yeah.
They were called Decessaurus, the Carcass, you name it, everything with Decessorus.
Is it 12?
15-0. We had a goal on
Second
the last
down,
possession.
42-yard line to start the fourth quarter.
So flip sides as the Warriors move towards the north end zone, and DeLuca will fake and carry the ball himself, and he's up to the 46-yard line.
It's like DeLuca keeps himself
For about a
runs up
4-yard
the field
gain.
for About a 4-yard gain.
Bring it third and 4 at their own 46-yard line.
Third down and 5
11:44 left. 46. Yeah.
on the 46-yard line.
11:40 left
How many we doing?
in the fourth quarter. Jake Bush is now going to be. Oh, he's going to take a spot over on the right side.
Third down.
Brian Williams will be split to the near side here. He's backing up off the line. DeLuca takes the snap, and he is looking, and he's under some pressure, and he guns it there, and it will be intercepted by Casey Kaminsky. And that was a tremendous athletic play by Casey Kaminsky, number 4 for Lake Lehman. The junior defensive back is looking for Brian Williams and aired it out and just hoping that Brian could run under it, but Kaminsky made a very nice adjustment on it, kept his feet in bounds, and made a very nice catch to make the interception there for the Black Knights at a time when they needed down 15 points and just less than a minute into this fourth quarter. So if you're just joining us, we had an interception by Casey Kaminsky from the Black Knights. They trail 15-0, and this is a drive. They're going to need some points on this drive. Ethan Adams under center, and he'll send Kurtz in motion. And the give is over the right side, and Koyanovich made a nice cut. Looked like there was no room there at all.
72.
And he waited, made a cut, and got 5 yards out of that. Maybe even more. 72 is JP Gasha.
JP Gasha on the tackle.
So
Looks
nice,
like a pickup of about 6 yards.
nice carry by Koyanovich there.
For the Black Knights. They're going to hit this alley, and it's going right up that side. I can't even look.
Kaminsky split to the left. Sterling takes one spot as an end here. Adams in the pistol. He will roll to his left, and he is looking down the sideline.
Throws it to Iden, incomplete. Just a little bit overthrown on that play.
Iden had his back turned as the ball arrived, and actually Leo Harris, the freshman, was the closest to the ball there. So looking to throw to a spot and expecting his receiver to be there. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 now for the Black Knights. We're now at 10:30 left in the contest, and the Warriors lead 15-0. 2 passing touchdowns to Brian Williams and a 22-yard field goal by Aaliyah Cranston that counted for the Warriors scoring. Bellotti is split to the far side, and Adams will roll left, and he is looking for Bellotti.
It's on the rollout.
And it looks like he threw it outside of him a bit, and Harris was there. Dominic DeLuca was there.
Broken pattern, like the receiver didn't run the right route.
Stopped en route.
4th down and 5.
So 4th and 5, 10:25 left in the contest, and Lake Lehman's going to have to punt it back to the Warriors.
I actually started watching that movie with him one night, and the language was so bad. I'm like,
So number 80, Luke Spencer, he's got Casey Kaminsky there as the up back. So watch, nope, they're not going to fake it. He gets it off, and Luke is going to let it hit at the 40, and it rolls out at maybe the 38-yard line.
38-yard line.
And Brian Judge will mark it out at the 38-yard line.
1st down and 10 from the 38-yard line.
So you have to think another touchdown would be kind of a dagger here at this point. Even if they only get the 6, that's 3 scores with the extra points. And if they take a couple minutes to do it, now you're asking a team that hasn't scored at all during the game to climb back and get 3 scores in the last 8 minutes.
Let's give our Black Knight band and cheerleaders a round of applause.
So we'll see what the Warriors
Shout
can
out.
draw up here as Brian Williams and Darren Rodney are split here to the near side. And DeLuca takes the
DeLuca
ball,
gets the snap.
and looking over the middle to
Release
Derek
over number
Ambrosino.
11, incomplete.
Quick
The intended
slant
target
pattern
was Ambrosino.
at midfield and just in
The
and
tight
out of the
end.
hands
Just in
of
his hands, just didn't hold
Derek
on.
That'll bring
Ambrosino.
up the second down and 10.
I like that
From the
like a
38
two-step
yard
drop,
line.
and just giving him. He's already a tall quarterback, so he's seeing what he needs to see. And I like the looks that it's given him tonight. And obviously, that's what's been working the most.
If there's a first down, it stops until they get the ball set and then it restarts.
So let's send Jake Bush over here on the near side. Luke is going to be under center now. He's got Corey Maruck in the backfield. He'll take it. He will toss right to Corey Maruck, and Maruck is strong over the right side, and he's going to have close to a first down
It's not
up at the 48-yard line. So a 9 or 10-yard carry on a toss right to Corey Maruck.
Okay, stop it.
And the junior punishes tacklers there along the right sideline as he gets close to a first down. I believe like a third and or maybe a short two for the Warriors here with 9:52 left in the contest. They lead 15-0. So it'll be nice to pick this one up. Obviously, continue to run the clock, keep the ball on the ground. Let's see if they're stacking. It looks like they're loading up for a run here. Well, they've got 8 or 9 in the box there, and we have an end around to Harris, and they defended that well.
Nice tackle there by.
And a little misdirection, and he was tackled for a loss at the 45-yard line. So the Black Knights put 8 or 9 in the box and dared the Warriors to run, and they tried to run a misdirection just to try and catch them off guard a little bit, but it was tackled for loss behind the line. 4th and 5 now. 4th and 4 now.
Go for the Warriors.
Bye.
Oh, thank you.
81 viewers.
Punt it, get it out of there.
80.
So we'll have to give it back to the Black Knights here now with 8:54 left in the contest. And Dominic DeLuca will set up at his own 32-yard line. Kaminsky, who's had an excellent game for the Black Knights, is back at the 20. So they're hoping for one of their skill guys maybe to break off a big one here, change the complexion of this game.
Dead ball, delay a game.
Oh, and that'll help the Black Knights in terms of field possession as the Warriors are called for delay a game. And that'll set them back 5 yards. So even 15-0, and obviously we're Wyoming area fans, but if there's a punt return here for score, I mean, that changes the complexion of the game. You're still in this game, and I'm sure that's what the Lake Lehman coach is impressing upon his team. Hey, we have skilled players. We have talented players. We scored 38 points on average in the first 5 games. We have guys who can make plays. Somebody make a play right now. Here's the punt from DeLuca, and he's kicking away from him. Yeah, he respects Kaminsky's talent there. And that's going to roll down, and we'll see what mark that at the 24, 25-yard
Out
line.
of bounds.
They went for the block on that.
Yeah. Did they? They were set up for the
Out
block?
of the 30-40-yard line, and that's where the Knights will take over.
But I like respecting the home run threat
They
and
start their next
kicking
drive
on the
with
sidelines and just
26
keep it away
seconds left
from
to go in the game.
I think he was more just get it out of there. When
Yeah.
he saw it coming.
Well, he did a nice job to put it in a spot where the kid couldn't pick it up. So 1st and 10 for Lake Lehman at their own 34-yard line. 8:26 left in the contest.
Sorry.
It is a little harder to pick up on the black until you just get your fingers used to it.
What time is it?
Adams has a single setback there with him. I think it's Koyanovich. And he's going to roll to his right, and he's got number 10, Bellotti at midfield! And he is going to go, and he will score! 66-yard pass from Adams to Bellotti.
Adams and Bellotti.
Tyler Bellotti,
The Knights have
the
been
senior.
was open, and finally they connected on the play.
Little slant pattern.
66-yard
Looks like
touchdown
he
pass.
left his feet a little bit, corralled it at midfield, and just had enough speed to outrace any Warrior defenders to make the score. And they're going to go for the extra point here, try to draw within 8. And that's the smart play, obviously. Kick is up, and it's good. So Justin DeLuca Lucky has the extra point. 15-7 now.
With 8 minutes and 14
8 minutes and 14 seconds left in the contest. And now who's going to say I jinxed this by saying one of their skill players got to make a play because he made it the next play. But when you have athletes like Lake Lehman does, it's just a matter of getting opportunities and chances, and they were able to connect on that one. And now it's a one-score game.
That was a nice block to the other receiver.
I believe that was Blotty's first catch of the game. He's been split out a couple times here, but
Laundry.
I think that was his first catch of the game, but it came at the right time, and he made the most of
But
it.
he still kind of hit like
On the side.
shoulder to shoulder, and sometimes they'll call that.
Yeah,
But
that was close.
It was a very nice pass from the sophomore quarterback to the senior wideout. And it definitely wakes this crowd up. So back to work for the green and gold now, and they're going to have to...
don't understand why they
Jinx them,
roll
Frank.
the left-handed quarterback to the right side.
He's right. I might... This
Frank with the
This
jinx.
could be my last night of Wyoming area football alumni broadcasting,
Roll this way.
so we're going to enjoy it as much as possible. Now, you know,
It looks weird.
everybody in the house know they have skill kids and they're looking to put them in a position to score. I wish I had that kind of power. I would use it for warrior good. If I had that kind of power, I'd use it for warrior good. So here's the kick. And it is hitting at 15-yard line. DeLuca has got room down the left sideline, and he'll run out of bounds at the 32-yard line, where the Warriors will set up shop. 1st and 10, 8:06 left in the game. They lead 15-7. So it's a point in the game where you'd like to run the ball, get some first downs, but they really haven't had a lot of success doing that. And the success has been in through the air. Obviously, that introduces more risks, but we'll see what the Warriors dial up here to
Warriors will start first.
try and get another score
36-yard line.
Yeah.
and keep the ball away from the Black Knights.
Started on the snap.
DeLuca is going to be in a shotgun formation. He's got Corey Maruk back there with him. He'll take the snap, and he is looking to pass. He takes a deeper drop. He's got Maruk. He's looking for a screen, and it falls at his feet. Incomplete, 2nd and 10, with 8:03 left in the contest. The Warriors lead.
Incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
So looking for a screen to Maruk off the line. He looked like he had some room to run if he
Yes, he did.
could have brought it in.
It was a good play call.
Yes, it was an excellent play call.
It was a great play call. They knew they were going to be aggressive there.
Yeah.
Just can't
Jake,
believe he could've
Jake
kicked
Bush
it.
and Dimitri DePietro will take spots at the far side. We've got Darren Rodney, Brian Williams at the near side. DeLuca takes the snap. He is looking for Williams, and it's tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Intended pass for
And
Williams,
incomplete.
but Tipped by
On the box number 44.
No, it's incomplete.
Dakota Heinrich, I think, got up there, 65. The
who's number 65, Dakota Heinrich.
senior,
Tipped
6'2".
at the line.
And when 6'2" gets up there, it's hard to throw over that. So looks like Williams was open close to the marker. He might have been a couple yards short if he would have got that. But that brings up a critical 3rd down for the Warriors now. 3rd and 10. 7:58 left. DeLuca in that pistol formation takes a deeper drop again, and he airs it out down the right sideline. He's looking to hit Dimitri DePietro in stride, and he's got him.
Number 7,
Oh, I
DePietro.
missed that. I missed it.
Reception at the 38-yard line. So Dimitri DePietro, a streak down the right sideline. DeLuca took a little bit deeper drop,
And the Warriors
hit him in the hands at the
will have
40,
1st and 10
and it
at the
was
Black Knights
pushed out of bounds at the
38-yard
38-yard line. So big reception when they needed it to the senior wideout, number 7, Dimitri DePietro.
Apologize to our viewers for me missing
That's right.
the end of that play.
You know they're keen on Brian Williams. He's the leading receiver, and Dimitri DePietro just made a nice athletic play on that catch and gives the Warriors a 1st down at the Black Knights 37-yard line with 7:52. So you talk about a swing. If that was incomplete, now you're punting with 8 minutes left to Lake Lehman. Instead, you've got a 1st down inside their 40. Big 3rd down conversion there for the Warriors. about a 25-yard pass. Ambrosino goes in motion, takes a spot on the right side of the line, and the pitch is to Darren Rodney, and he has no room at all. Tries to cut back to the left.
Wrapped up, number 57.
Matt Kurtz.
57 with the sure-handed tackle, T.J. Meehan out there.
Matt Kurtz was the first man in there, stood him up, and made him change
Looks
direction.
like a loss of about 4 on the
And
play.
that's going to push the Warriors back
Second down and
to their 41, the 40-yard line. Make it a 2nd and 13 now.
second down and 13.
Clock runs
3-yard
down
loss on
to
the play.
7 minutes and 23 seconds left in this contest. DePietro, who made that first down catch, is split to the far side with Darren Rodney. Williams on the near side. DeLuca is going to run it over center. He's got 3 or 4 yards. He pushes a Lake Lehman intended tackler down to the 35-yard line. So got about 7 of that back. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and about, call it a long 7 for the Warriors as they need to get to the 28-yard line.
35.
Maybe 28-yard line. Is that just ball sitting just inside the Lake Lehman 35-yard line. Luker now is in the shotgun, a little deeper drop. He's got a single setback there with him. He'll take the snap. It's a little low, and he's going to call his own number again, and he's up the middle, and he had it at his team, and he's got the first down.
Number 57. Looks to be
Stop the clock on the chains of possession. So a nice run by the junior quarterback. The snap was a little low, but he picked his head up, and I think it was designed to be a run anyway.
26.
But he found a good amount of room to run over the right side. He got the first down
It'll be a first down.
for the Warriors. Big first down there at the 20, just outside the 25-yard line of the Black Knights. 6:11 left in the contest. DeLuca takes the snap, and he's going to call his own number again over the right side, and he's got 4 or 5 yards, and he's just got enough strength to kind of lean into Black Knight intended tacklers and carry them for even another yard down to the 20-yard line. Is there a flag down there?
Got a flag on the play.
Personal foul, face mask on lights.
Oh, face mask on the Black Knights. That's going to hurt. So that, I don't know if we're in half the distance territory here.
First down.
Yeah, first down.
So that's a painful
Personal foul, face mask on Lake Lehman.
penalty for Lake Lehman to absorb at this point of the game.
Yeah, looks like they're going to be on the, 10 yard? Or 8.
Penalty is half the distance of the goal.
They'll mark the ball just outside the 10. I don't know if they'll have
From
it.
the 11-yard line.
I don't know if they'll have a chance to get a first down. So we got 2 receivers split to the far side. DeLuca's going to take it along the right side again. He has an edge, and he's going to be inside the pylon. Touchdown, Warriors.
Wyoming area.
And a 21-7 lead now. Dominic DeLuca
Looks like
called his own number, and he hit the edge with a head of steam. He was able to hold off Black Knight tacklers and get a foot just inside the pylon to score the 3rd Warrior touchdown of the night and give them a 14-point lead at this point, 21-7, awaiting the extra point attempt from Aaliyah Cranston with 5:51 left in the contest. And the kick is up, and it is good. And it's
The
now
extra point is
22-7 Warriors
By
over the
number
Black Knights
39,
with
Aaliyah
5:51
Cranston.
left. So they had 3rd and long and a big, like 25-yard pass play
That'll take the game
to
to
Dimitri
22-7
DePietro with about 8 minutes left in the contest, or they would have had to turn the ball back over to the Black Knights, who would have been riding a wave of confidence after that initial touchdown for them. And a big swing there on that 3rd play. Dimitri DePietro, the reception down the right sideline at the Lake Lehman 40, allows the Warriors to keep possession, and they would eventually go in and score on that Dominic DeLuca 10-yard scramble around the right end. And they now lead by 15 with 5:51 left in the contest. 22-7.
Did Matt play at all tonight? Yeah, he never did.
Watch yourself on it.
Bertini to kick off again for the Warriors.
Mike.
So Harry says Myers is winning 32-19. We see them next week for homecoming. We got to get through the next 5 minutes here.
Galasso and
Yep.
So here's the kick
for the Knights.
from Bertini. It's a nice kick at the 15-yard line. It's taken by Kaminsky, number 4, and he
A nice return.
crawls up the middle,
Back up
and
the
he's
middle.
got close to the 37-yard line. So about a 17, 18-yard return for Kaminsky.
Ambrosino.
Looks like he is on the.
Giving credit to Derek Ambrosino on the tackle there. Yeah, 37 yards.
So the Knights will set up at the 37-yard line.
5:45 left,
First down
4.
and 10.
And definitely, here comes number 10 for the Black Knights. That's Tyler Bellotti. And he definitely has to be respected a little bit more by that defensive Wyoming area secondary after that 66-yard touchdown pass on the previous possession. Adams in the pistol. He'll take the snap. He'll roll to his left. And he is looking to go deep down the left sideline for
Down the
Kaminsky.
sideline to Kaminsky.
And Leo Harris got his head around and got an arm up in the eyes
Adams
of
pass
Kaminsky.
intended for Kaminsky.
No call there.
Incomplete.
So good defensive coverage by Leo Harrison. I think we're about to get ourselves a new Cameron person here.
Excuse me.
As my a new relief camera person.
For the Warriors.
No, you have to get Brittany back on.
Second
Okay.
down and 10 from the 37-yard
Showed a nice arm there, airing it down the left sideline, looking for one of
It was
his
good coverage.
talented receivers, Kaminsky. Yeah, it was nice coverage by the freshman. So that brings up a 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line. Adams takes the snap. He's going to roll to his left again, and he is looking at midfield for
Adams hits Iden.
Iden, and he's
Pickup.
got the first down.
Down the far sideline.
Down to the
Knocked out of bounds
42-yard
at the
line.
39.
So not going away quietly here.
Looks like they're going to.
Iden came across the middle of the field, caught the ball just inside midfield, and took it down to the 42-yard line of the Wyoming area Warriors, where they'll have a 1st and 10. 5:33 left now here, and the Warriors lead 22-7.
They're airing it out now.
Looking for their skilled athletes and trying to get a mismatch somewhere. Adams is now going to roll to his right, set his feet, and he tosses it long for
Long
Iden.
for Iden.
And
Just
Iden,
a little long.
Iden had to step on his man, Jacob Williams, there.
Incomplete. Intended
And it
for
was
Iden.
just a little bit long. So the skill athletes of the Lake Lehman Black Knights are looking to come up big here in the 4th quarter and bring their team back from a 15-point deficit with under 5.5 minutes left in the
42-yard
first
line.
quarter. Kaminsky checks out now to get a break. Adams has the play. Hey, this is a team that is putting up 38 points a game, so you know they have some quality skill athletes that can make plays. It's just been taking a while to get on track here. Bellotti is split to the right here. Adams will take the snap. He is looking, he rolls right, and here comes Dimitri DePietro, and the ball is deep and incomplete. But that ball was,
Hit by DePietro.
he was forced to get rid of that
Intended for
when
Iden.
Dimitri DePietro came from the right side on a blitz
Incomplete.
and changed the timing of that play. He gave him, didn't give him all the time he wanted to kind of survey what he had in front of him, and he had to get rid of it a half a second early. And it's incomplete. And now,
We got
all of a
third down
sudden,
and 10 here for
we've got
the
a
Knights
3rd and 10 for
from
Lake
the
Lehman
42-yard line.
at the Wyoming area 42. So dialed up, Coach Spencer dialed up a nice blitz package there. Dimitri DePietro, the senior, came all the way from his right side to chase down a sophomore quarterback. Adams takes the snap. He's straight dropped now, and he's looking over the middle, and incomplete.
Pressured again by DePietro.
And again, he had to get rid of it
Incomplete.
sooner than he wanted to,
Intended for Bellotti.
before all the routes were completed. And now it's got 4th and 10. So this is the play of the game for the Black Knights, obviously. They have to maintain possession here at the Wyoming area 42, 5:18 left in the contest. Josh Durling checks in.
Winston area is losing to West Scranton, 28-14.
Bellotti and Iden are split to the right side. Look for something over on this right side. Adams Takes the snap. Yes, he's going to roll to his right. And he is set upon and sacked immediately. And there's a fumble.
Pass intercepted by
Dimitri DePietro again has come up huge in this series. And Matt Wajkowski is going to come up with the ball.
With the interception.
He didn't have even a split second from the time when he made his drop and started to set up before Dimitri DePietro was in his grill. And that forced a fumble. And Matt Wajkowski comes up with a big turnover here late in the game for the Warriors. So Dimitri DePietro, 3-star effort just on that defensive series alone, with his pressure coverage and then the sack and forced fumble on that play that Matt Wajkowski would eventually recover at midfield for the Warriors. They have a 22-7 lead, and there's 5:13 left in the contest. DeLuca under center now. He's got that I formation. Dylan Williams. And give us to Darren Rodney over the center, over right guard. And he's got 4 or 5 yards, and he's still churning his legs. And he will. Blake Lehman signaling a fumble, but no indication from the referees yet. No, he hung on to that. But a nice, nice carry over the right side by Rodney. 4 or 5 yards, churning his legs, staying upright. Carrying a couple of Lake Lehman defenders with him for another yard or two after initial contact. And that's what you look for, especially late in the game from your running game. You got to run strong and keep pushing, and getting that extra yard or two could mean the difference between a first down or having to turn it over again. So we got the same backfield combination, and Harris is going to get the ball over the right side time, and he's got the first down. And he's still running. And he's close to that's Corey Murak, I'm sorry. And he's down at the 35. So the junior, he just, you think of him as a power runner because you see him, but he's got some nice feet. And he makes some nice moves, and he cut that a little further to the right than it was probably designed to go, but he makes a first down out of it. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They've been playing outstanding.
Big, yeah, they have. This nice team. Yeah, yeah. So first down for the Warriors. Dylan Williams has been the fullback for much of the game here. And now the give is to Murak over the left side, and the junior twisting, turning, 1, maybe 2.5 yards. Clock running. Down to the 36-yard line. We're down to 3:48 left now. 2nd and 9 for the Warriors. So
3 minutes and 41 seconds to go.
Timeout.
Yeah, timeout because China show. All right, now start it.
Well, this Lake Lehman trying to come up with a stop there. You got to get the ball back. But it's 2nd and 9, 3:27 left in the contest. Williams and Murak in that I formation. DeLuca letting that clock run all the way down, that play clock. And he'll take the snap, and he'll give to Murak over the center, and he makes a cut, and he breaks it back to the right side, and he's going to go to the house. Touchdown! 36-yard carry for Corey Murak. And the dagger in the back of the Black Knights, as the Warriors go up 28-7 with 3 minutes left here. So a big carry by the junior, as you mentioned. A little fatigue on the part of that Black Knight line, but take nothing away from Corey Murak, who had just a great strong carry, cut it back to the right, and just beat every remaining Lake Lehman defender to the right pylon. Fourth touchdown of the night as Aaliyah Cranston comes on, and the extra point is good, and now it's 29-7 with 3:08 remaining in the contest.
29-7.
So big veteran performances in the fourth quarter here from the senior Dimitri DePietro on defense and the junior 3-year player Corey Murak taking the bulk of those carries on that possession and giving the Warriors now a 22-point lead with 3:08 left in the contest. So I said dagger in the back, but if 3:08, you still got time to put it up.
Yeah, they're going to put it up a lot.
It might have been a penknife in the wrist. We won't call it a dagger in the back. we'll dial it down to a penknife in the wrist. So you know they're going to come out throwing and looking for Bellotti, Casey Kaminsky, Iden, all their skilled players. But the difference in that last series was just the amount of pressure they were able to put on Adams and really force him into making some quick decisions. I said on that sack, he didn't even finish his drop, and Dimitri DiPietro was on his numbers, and he didn't even see him, until he felt him, and fumbled the ball at midfield, and the Warriors were able to score after that turnover. Trini kicks it down the middle, and it's taken at the 30 and cut back over the right, and that's number 6, Giovanni Ferrari.
Ferrari on the return.
And he'll carry to the 37 or
on the kicks.
they're going to mark that at the 37, I believe.
First down and 10 from the 38 yard.
38 yard. It's actually a 39, close to 39. So they'll give the ball carrier credit for progress to the 39-yard line on the return, and that's where the Black Knights will set up down by 22 points with 3:03 left in the contest. And everything's got to be in the air. Although, is that Adams behind coming up behind center? That might be another quarterback.
You know, he's still up there. 11?
Yeah, 11. Okay. I didn't know if he was injured on the fumble on the last possession. So it looked like it was Adams as back at quarterback, as he has been all game. He's thrown some nice passes. He showed some elusiveness, and he's kept his team in this game.
Like, you only got yelled at once in the second half. You know?
Yeah.
It gets better, man.
Yeah, it's not over.
I got yelled at once too by the ref.
Really?
And that one wasn't your fault because he didn't call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really didn't even yell at you.
He called it.
So,
I went in the bathroom.
I just fixed it because they didn't yell it right.
I forgot what I was doing, and my mind was like.
So the entire press box will be traveling to is it Damon's? Is that still open, or where are we going? Where are we going to have some libations after the game? The grotto? To lick our wounds and reassess how we make changes for the upcoming weeks.
No,
right?
I'm just getting up to.
We might still see Lake Lehman in the playoffs.
Oh, Lake Lehman's going to win a lot of games this year. They already have. They're going to.
We might see him in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Any other
Playoffs.
Playoffs. Jim Mora. Adams under center. A little tighter set now. He will send
Number 24
20
center.
32 in motion.
Number 24 checks in at quarterback, Marshall Wodrowski.
That's what we said. We do have a new quarterback. It's Marshall. It's another sophomore. Number 24, Marshall Wodrowski. That was the first carry that time for Nick Saboski, the sophomore. So I'm not sure if Adams was hurt on that previous series.
Well, he went out there.
Yeah. So Wodrowski is in at quarterback, and he will send number 21, that's Macalasso, in motion. And there's a give over the left side to Scott Robbins.
34 for the Knights.
And a little surprised to kind of see them conceding at this point, unless the quarterback is injured and they just don't think he can execute the passing offense at this point.
Bring up a third down and 5.
So Wodrowski's back in there for the Black Knights. It's 3rd and 5. There's 2:30 left in the contest. And we'll have to find out later. Maybe Adams was hurt. He'll send a runner in motion. It's Saboski around the right end, and Cameron Carr
Over the right side.
comes up and tackles him for about a
Tackled by number
8-yard loss deep
75.
in the backfield.
Cameron Carr. on
Still
the
playing
tackle.
at a high level in this
For the
fourth
Warriors.
quarter as the Warriors try to wrap up their 6th victory of the year against no losses, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 11 for the Black Knights if they choose to
4th
go
down,
for it.
11.
1:57 left in the contest.
Yard line now.
1:38 left, and they will punt the ball. And the kick is up, and it's over.
Hell of a
Leo Harris's head, but he goes back and gets it on his own 20, and now he's going to do some fancy footwork to try and get away from the coverage, and he will be down the right sideline for a lot of yardage and more. Now he cuts it back up to midfield, and he's still down the sideline at the 36-yard line. So he caught the ball 10 yards back beyond where he set up, and he still went backwards after that to try and get away from the coverage, and he wound up with, I don't know, a 42-yard punt return for the freshman, Leo Harris. Wow. Timeout, Black Knights, with 1:17 left in the contest. The Warriors lead 29-7. So very entertaining game. Obviously wasn't decided until the fourth quarter. And got to give a lot of credit to Dimitri DiPietro and the defensive coaches. Looked like they dialed some things up to get some extra pressure on Adams after he completed that 66-yard touchdown pass to Tyler Bellotta. And also give a lot of credit to Dominic DeLuca and Corey Maruck, who ran the ball well when they needed to and get that extra score and really put the game out of reach for the Warriors.
This game is much
Yeah.
tighter.
Oh, it was a close game, but the Warriors showed their strengths.
This is our toughest competition.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. The Warriors showed their strengths at the end when they needed to, defensively and offensively. So they'll be in victory formation now, and it looks like Blaze Sokash-Minnick will take a snap and take a knee. And there's now 1:15, so they might take a couple snaps here before we run it down to 0 and celebrate our 6th victory of the season. 6-0 will be the Wyoming area Warriors as they drop down to 3A level this year. And they'll take on Myers, who we're told we're winning their game 32-19. I'm not sure what the final was. They'll take on Myers next week at homecoming. And after that, they've got Redeemer on the road, Hanover at home, and Pittston area. 4 games remaining in the regular season. Sokash-Minnick, Blaze will take a knee. That leaves 34 seconds. Hey, we want to, Coach John. So we want to thank you for joining us. I think we had some high numbers here tonight. This was an excellent game and a well-played game, very entertaining game. We apologize we missed some plays there, but hope you enjoyed the game. Hope you enjoyed the Warriors and the Black Knights. Thanks to our hosts, the Lake Lehman Black Knights, Jerry Shook, Athletic Director. Thanks for giving us and being able to bring Warrior football to you again. So another win for the Warriors, 6-0 on the season, and great performance by Brian Williams with 2 touchdown receptions. Dominic DeLuca threw for 2 touchdowns, ran for another, and Corey Maruck had the last touchdown there, 36-yard carry to close out the scoring for the Warriors. They also mixed in a 22-yard field goal from Aaliyah Cranston there. And just a nice defensive effort. Yeah, they gave up the one big play, and that's going to happen against teams with talented and skilled athletes like Lehman has. But for the most part, they bent, but they didn't break. The big back Kurtz had some nice yardage for Lehman, but between the 20s. And so all in all, you have to give the defense a very good grade on this game. And looking strong going into the last 4 games of the regular season. You know, Myers always has some skilled athletes, some good athletes too. They'll be a challenge, but certainly great to be at this point 6-0, 6 games into the season and heading into the final third of the season pretty much over the next couple of weeks. So thanks for checking in with us. We will be home. We'll be in our normal cubby next week. Our press box with the lights off. Carl will be back, and we'll have the full team back. And we've been having a good time this year with it, and I hope you've enjoyed it too. We'll see you next week. Hey, we always say, go Penn State. Go Penn State tomorrow. They got a big one tomorrow. Go Penn State, and enjoy your weekend, everybody. We'll see you next week. Thanks.